the team you guys faced earlier this year? I mean, just kind of tell me what is it? They're a rebuilding team, obviously. What can you expect?
We expect their best, and we know they haven't played well this year so far, but we expect their best. We get everybody's best, and we expect that tonight.
Lebron, what have you seen in your team during this recent winning streak?
We've just been playing ball the right way, offensively and defensively.
Well, I watched your video you posted yesterday. You mentioned that trust has helped the winning streak, and also that some of the rotations have really been paying off. Did you need the trust with those rotations? These guys, learn how to play.
I mean, I think with success in anything in life, everything has to line up at the right time. I think everything has lined up and kind of worked this way. And it's benefited from that, from our guys knowing when they're going in, going out. Guys know what, we've had some early lineups that guys never played with in preseason, things of that nature. We talked about that early in the season. So guys are now knowing, who they be playing with on the court, and we know what sets we're running. And now we're starting to trust each other more and more over the course of the season. So, all that plays a part.
LeBron, some people would say you're playing your best basketball right now, 15 seasons in. Is there something that you're doing different right out there, or are you seeing things differently out there this year?
I just try to get better every year. Try to improve every year, and keep teams and my opponents off balance. And so, I feel like I'm playing great ball too right now.
Ron, obviously, Dwayne's credentials speak for themselves, but the way he's embraced this role, what has jumped out at you? And because he's taken it and run with it.
It's not surprising to me. What he does and what he sacrificed and who he is doesn't surprise me. I've been knowing him for 15 years now. I know all about him. I know what he's all about. No ego guy, and the fact that we got a Hall of Famer coming off the bench, it's probably the main reason why our bench is so dynamic and so good this year. Obviously, you guys know it's a treat for me to have him here.
Ron, why was it important for you and your foundation to open up a school in your hometown?
Because we got so many kids that just don't have no way out, and we don't have many people that try to help them get out as well. I feel like I got so much to give to my hometown. I feel like I got so much to offer, not only for what I do on the floor, but what I do off the floor, and for myself and my foundation to be able to. It's crazy, to be honest. I got a school that's opening up, a real school, that's going to look after these kids every single day, like a real school. I might be an assistant principal one day up in there, so make sure my kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, so it's unbelievable, and I just, I think that the Akron public school system for approving what we wanted to do and what we've spent so much time over the last few years trying to put together. And but it's just started, and now the real works begin since we got the approval, and we look forward to the opening next year.
I mean, you can't be involved that day to day, especially right now.
Right.
What is your level of involvement? How do they kind of keep you in the loop?
You know me, Joe. If my name on something, I'm involved, and obviously I'm not involved on a day-to-day basis, but I know what's going on. I know when things I know when the button need to be pressed for something to get approved. So I'm pretty involved in it.
I think it makes some good, maybe pop-in visits now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, at the end of the day, this is not a Cedar Point now. This is a real thing, and we want our kids to, have fun while learning. But listen, we're gonna be on them like a school should be, because we want them to be successful in not only the school but successful in life. So we're gonna give them everything that they need, and give them a criteria that they all can meet, depending on the individual. But it's going to be pretty cool to see the kids walk into the school the first day we open.
You've kind of mentioned it, alluded to it, like the gravity of actually opening a school.
Yeah.
Does this feel like this is? I don't want to say it's like the most important thing you've ever done, but
it is. Besides having 3 kids, marrying my wife. Put my mom in a position where she'd never have to worry about anything again for the rest of her life. This is right up there. Championships, MVPs, every points and rebounds and assists, that stuff is whatever. But, for me to be able to open up a school and give back to my inner city for so many kids that I know, because I was those kids, and I walked those streets, and it was just like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get out of this situation. I just thought about that every day, but I had dreams, and then I had mentors that allowed my dreams to become, who I am today. So, I don't know. People can talk about everything else besides that, but you can never take away what I'm able to do from my hometown and from people all the way around the world. So that's what it means to me more than anything. The basketball thing it's fun. I love it. I enjoy it. But to give back and being able to open up a school, that's something that will last for way beyond my years.
LeBron, have you had the opportunity to check out any footage or see any highlights of Hawks rookie John Collins? And if so, what are your thoughts on him so far?
Super athlete, super duper athlete, and we got to be ready for his intensity. And he's getting the ability to play because they have so many injuries and things of that nature. But super athlete.
You guys here? Yeah. In the locker room, putting his shoes on.
Coach, talk to me about your team in the recent winning streak. What have you seen different in the players as of lately?
I just think defensively, getting a lot better. I understand what we're trying to do. I'm offensively sharing the basketball, playing with pace, making some shots. So everything's clicking right now. Just got to continue to keep getting better.
You talked the other day at length about the difference in the offense you run this year versus in years past. But when Isaiah comes back, he is a pick and roll player. So how do you account for that? Do you fit him into what you've been doing this year, or do you change back to being the pick and roll team that you were?
We'll have everything then. And so we definitely let him play pick and roll. That's what he does. That's what we're great at, and spreading the floor and letting our point guards go to work. So I'm excited to get him back to have that aspect of our game back. And then also, you add that with our catch and shoot and our post-up stuff, we'll be pretty good offensively.
You think that you will continue to feature the post stuff more so than you did in years past?
Yes.
Well, I think an opportunity to do 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 today.
No, I don't know anything about all that. I stay out of the way of that, Dave.
What's worked with the rotations that you've kind of been able to settle on during this streak, and how did?
Well, the good thing is, Dave, is that before in the past we would come in and always bring Braun back with that second unit, but earlier this year we just talked about letting that second unit just play, and they've been great. So able to put 4 new guys out there, sometimes 5, and just let those guys play, and Braun's able to get rest that way. So it's just been good having that second unit who plays well together, and move bodies, move the basketball, even better defensively. So it's been pretty good for us.
The margin of bench scoring in your 4 finals losses was dramatic. I mean, it was close to 15 per game. How much was that a priority for, in your opinion, going into the offseason?
We just wanted to improve, get better. And, Dan and Kobe and those guys did a great job of, getting us what we needed. And then we also, with D-Rose and Jeff Green, those guys coming for the minimum also helped us out too. So just improving, our bench, and I think we did that. I think you can see the results of that. So just got to keep getting better, just keep working.
You guys is Tristan?
I don't know. I just, I try to stay away from asking those guys how they feel, because I've been in that position where, I had 3 knee surgeries and you hurt and you just keep asking, when you coming back? It just gets, worrisome. So I just kind of let the training staff take care of it. And when they tell me they're close to being ready, then I go from there. But I don't like asking those guys.
I understand that. Do you have any idea of what, like when you're talking to us about Isaiah, you say he's got to play 2-on-2, 3-on-3, that kind of thing.
That's the next step, yes.
But for Tristan, what would the next steps be for him? Like, what does he have to do?
Your when Dave was talking about your bench, you guys have sort of numbers for certain, like defense percentage. The 40 points a game for your bench, is that like? That's
a lot for us.
I mean, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, is that above your expectations, or?
Didn't know coming into the season, but I mean, D Wade being at the backup point has really helped us out. Putting the basketball in his hands, let him create. Because he's a playmaker. Then also, they put smaller guys on, we can post them, we can run pick and roll. And then Corver and Channing playing off each other. Then if things get tough, we can put the ball in Jeff Green's hands, he can handle. So they really do a good job of playing and working off each other.
What do you like the most of the way Dwayne has wrapped his arms around this role, though?
I just think, pretty much having his own unit. I think being able to lead that unit, knowing he's going to have the ball in his hands and getting the rhythm, getting the flow of the game. And, when you're a scorer and you used to have it that way, I know coming off the bench is different, but, I mean, he's pretty much playing the same way.
Is it always special to come back to Atlanta? I know this isn't your first time back here, but being a former player here, is it always special to come back to Phillips Arena?
It used to be, but I mean, everybody's gone now. I'm so old that, Woody and LD's with me and, Art, and all those guys are gone. So, and pretty much the whole team is gone. So, but it used to be nice coming back and seeing Josh Smith and Josh Childress and those guys you played with. But it's long gone now.